It makes me think about what Taylor was saying in the beginning about the how cause and effect are like one and the same. And then for us to really recognize that the sense of our choosing becomes much more illuminated. And to me that I don't know why that seems relevant. It's like if
Yeah.
if you really let yourself be what it is that you are being, choice is there. But it's not from the same place as the spinning. I don't know. I don't know what words to use for that.
It's not choice from the same limited lens that you are operating in within the confines of your own
Yeah,
beliefs.
the
It's like
conditioning.
it's like the
Yeah, the
first
condition.
actual opportunity for freedom and choosing differently.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's the willingness to be the cause and the effect. There's a kind of ownership to that degree of your whole becoming. Mm. But until then, you feel like shit's happening to you.
Yeah, like this is, where Taylor is like where he ended up with it, today's transmission is that when that certain sense of cause and effect becomes less discrete in the way that we generally describe it, where, the somebody punched me and then this is why, and we're like creating that stiff ideological separation that we insist upon, which makes us feel certain ways. When by feeling it and by opening up to those exits, when we do that continually, then the situations sort of open up, and like the ideas or the viewpoints that we had from different angles about how things are, how I am, how this person is, how the situation is, they start sort of opening up in a way that's not even necessarily always like, verbally describable. Like it can't be re-reduced down into like linear concepts or abstractions. It just a certain sense of openness rises because of our willingness to fully feel through the boundaries that we've created. And then through that openness, then we essentially give ourselves the chance to um, see this from a new perspective. And one of the things that I think that was discussed today, which was pretty important, which is the idea that we're not sort of when we use our practice as sort of a way to understand some sort of nugget of wisdom that's over there. Um, when we say ignorance, we don't mean that there is a certain piece of information that we lack, or a certain substantial thing that we are going to get and it's going to change. What it actually is that we don't have the flexibility of perspective. So it's not that we will acquire a certain insight that will completely shift everything. It's that the flexibility of that perspective is what is correlated with what we call insight. So then in that initial moment of reacting, through continuing to choose to be intimate with it instead of exit from it, that's where we sort of start blurring those boundaries and like open the door for a different perspective on the whole thing.